We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Cardinals hit 2-10 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, booming his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. From nearby Tucson, who was a prep standout here in Arizona, it's Bijan Robinson. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burton. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Falcons.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. This pass is caught by London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Robinson's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. That is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of London. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Good throw, good catch. But I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Now here's Ross. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was to the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's another 1st down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Wilkinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, check that. 3.
On 1st down,
Wilkinson down to the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
they'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
He's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Robinson with another carry. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 69 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and a couple. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 46, here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilkinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. His throw here is incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, all season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Cross. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Ross on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Let's go.
3rd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Burton, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Inside the 20, and finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fellow's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cross, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Quickly complete into the right flat. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Falcons have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
34, Cardinals 30.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in the tightrope. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilkinson. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the jump. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. 60 Bison. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down, and it keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cardinals, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.